Wow, wow, she went all in and went all out. This is Cards of the Heart, and this is the Friday Night Salt Mines, a place where we can all gather around to mold, mostly at old puzzle games. And well, today I am molding over the older puzzle game today, now with Pokemon Puzzle League fresh in my rearview mirror. I don't have to look at it again for a few weeks, and now I look forward to playing some Tetris Attack on the Super Nintendo once again, as the monthly tournaments have resumed. Next week is the Froggy Open, the fifth leg of the 2026 annual Tournament Championship Series, and I am going to be performing my qualifying for said tournament in today's show. So let's see how much of Tetris Attack will punish me for being so far away from it for so long, dudes.
Dude!
Not sure what was going on with my captions there, but the captions are doing some weird things. So anyone enjoyed any Halloween activities so far? If I didn't have my computer in the way, I could actually look out my window to see if there are any trick-or-treaters out. I think most of the trick-or-treaters have gone. I mean, I don't know. If this were a work day, I imagine the kids would be out back at their homes earlier in the day. But with this being a Friday, I would think the kids would get to stay out just a little bit longer and partake in various candies and such. Though actually, if you went to my house, you would have actually gotten some candy and a pouch of Capri Sun. Like, how about that? With all the walking around that people are doing tonight, I think they would appreciate a little bit of fluids to rehydrate themselves. Always gotta stay hydrated, dudes.
Dude!
Yeah, my house was offering Capri Suns to the kiddies. And of course, the neighborhood I'm in doesn't really have doesn't really have any kids around. Fact, there are rumors that I'm living next door to an offender. You know what I mean? So, of course, any parent that knew that would not want their kid nearby. So, shouldn't be surprised that no kids have come by the house to trick or treat so far tonight. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have a bunch of candy to stuff myself full with over the next few weeks. Oh man, and as if I'm not fat enough already. Okay, wonder if there's gonna be anyone else in the community here. Oh, that does remind me. I need to add. Add to the leaderboard for this Tetris Attack qualifying. I need to add the times of one of the participants. Yuki Saka is already put in a run. So I gotta make sure to add their time to the board. That works. So if you're not familiar with the qualifying for our Tetris Attack tournaments, we go through the all difficulties run of the versus mode, play through all of the levels as fast as we can, and whatever forward progress we make within 30 minutes is how we get judged. And some people, like myself, are able to get through the entire category in under 30 minutes. Trying to remember how many people in tournament history have done it. Might be just 3. I think it's just me, FFR Pro, and Beefin. Oh no, Yoshi would have had to done that once. Yoshi played in last year's tournament. I think Yoshi would have had to have done that as well. Maybe 4 people have done that. So for everyone else, it's a pretty good granular measure of just how far people can go in Tetris Attack. Because Tetris Attack, oh man, so much sleep was lost over worrying how Pokemon Puzzle League was going to play level by level, but Tetris Attack is way more consistent in that regard. Like, S-Hard runs of Pokemon Puzzle League could not finish always in under 30 minutes. Well, I expect every V-Hard run in Tetris Attack to finish under 10 minutes, if not 9 minutes. So that should serve well for the level playing just a little bit better, a little more favorably. So let's get set up for that. Make sure that everything is in position. Doesn't seem like anyone else will be here. So it might just be me in the salt mines tonight. I'm gonna start the Tetris Attack play right now. Alright. Certainly has been a while since I've played this. We'll see how much I remember how to play. And for the most part, playing the versus mode here is a lot like playing the first 2 levels of easy mode in Pokemon Puzzle League. It's kind of the same idea. The opponents start with 5 rows of panels in their stack. Don't manually raise them at all in the beginning, and you'll need to send like 7 lines of garbage on average to beat them all. Let's see how well I can do at sending 7 lines of Garbaggio. Of course, I've got Ash Ketchum here as my timekeeper because I'm gonna win. I always think I tend to win a whole bunch of these qualifying sessions, getting the top seeds in the monthly tournaments. I always think I'm gonna win, but you don't want me to win. If you want me to use a different character, then by all means come over to Twitch. Build up those sardine points. Sardines! Just by hanging out, chatting more tends to build up those points faster, and you can spend 1,000 of those points to change the look of the timer to another Pokemon Puzzle League character, if you wish. Maybe one day I'll get around to the Tetris Attack characters. Or you could go off the board and take a certain Love Fairy from a certain banned Twitch game out for a spin. If you're into that, you freak. Yeah. I was supposed to say you freak, and then...
You have been infected with the freak.
And then she's supposed to show up. I wonder if she'll ever know she makes an appearance on this channel. Will she ever know about my existence? Only time will tell, I guess. Oh, we do have a freak in the... Sorry. Hey, Poultry Man, sup, dude?
Dude?
Yeah, let's grab her out, because she hasn't been used in a while. So we'll have Miss Sugar Dust here and get the sounds prepped because this layout file was last updated on the last computer. This is like 2 reinstalls ago. So I need to double check that all the sounds are coming from the right place and coming out of the right place. Oh no! Oh no! No candy on National Candy Day. That's a bit unfortunate. Honestly, I'm like big enough. I don't need more candy. As it is, I really don't need that much more sugar. I might be diabetic for all I know. I got plenty of the signs. If I could ever afford to get tested, I probably should. But in any case, I'm playing Easy the V Hard in the Tetris Attack versus mode tonight. Gonna do 1, maybe 2 warm-up runs before I do my qualifying, and that will more or less take care of tonight's festivities. So let me get warmed up to get started. I'm actually turning to my Wii because I've been that much of a habit over the past 2 months. All right. Alright. Give this a go. Versus new game. All the levels to choose from. Starting easy and going harder as we go. Only way to do it. The way it has to be done for qualifying anyway. So here we go. First run of the day. Coming at ya right now.
All right, saddle up. Let's do this.
Okay, so how am I going to get this started off? Is that enough? Trying to send the 7 lines as fast as I can get it. Usually gonna take a 5 chain and 3 rows of combo garbage. So for that to finish in 16 seconds, I will be glad to get started with that. I don't want that 5 chain. Is that gonna give you time to get those purples? It will. Yeah, I did not want that 5 chain link. So naturally, some time is getting wasted there. And you can see how much time gets lost with every garbage clear that these opponents make. All that transformation time for the panels, that definitely adds up after a while, dudes.
Dude!
Oh, that might be enough. Oh, it's 1 line short. Okay, yeah. I needed 1 more line. I needed 1 more line. This is whatever. At this point, this is only meant to be a warm-up. Shouldn't necessarily be any good times coming from this, although that's pretty neat to make that little move for the chain extension to start that 2 chain. Wow. Wow! Wiggler did not do what I asked it to do. Just went right for the garbage clear before I even sent it. How about those apples? Wow. Again, Froggy going for a match before I even sent the garbage. And there's another garbage clear. Ugh. Man, the way this is trending, you would think this easy run would fail to
like a boss.
Finish under 7 minutes. No, that is not the time to split. Alright, how are you feeling about those? Okay, that will save a little on the transformation time, at least. So, I started my next chain before my garbage fell on to Blarg there. And it kept some of the garbage from falling before Blarg made a match against it. That saved a little on transformation time. Why did I do that? Okay, so maybe that will work out just a little bit better. No, that garbage clear was right there. Oof. I tend to expect my Cave of Wickedness entries to be under 5 minutes for this level. And that one entered at 5:20. So this will have a little bit of a tough time finishing under 30 minutes. Under 6:30. Alright, is that gonna be enough? And it will. Alright, this is fine-ish. More like son of a ish, am I right? Okay, yeah, these later stages will often demand a little bit more. So I can't be too surprised by that.
Oh my god, fail.
6:30, easy run. Kind of mid by my standards. But something I could still work with as far as reaching the 30-minute goal.
There may be some hope for you yet. Maybe.
Alright, now for normal mode. And in normal mode, you can afford to get a little more reckless, as these opponents will do lots of the same tactics, but the stop time, the little grace period you have from your stack to reaching the top of the screen to your defeat, that window goes down just a little bit. So when you get garbage on these opponents sooner, they should be losing sooner. So one would normally expect this normal level to end just a little bit more consistently. Is that enough? And there we go. There we go. 15 seconds a stage will go pretty far to making this fast. Back to... I see a scenario where this normal run finishes faster than my easy run did. Alright, see if that works any better. There we go. There we go. See, 6 lines is generally going to be common in this level, just from the naturally faster rising stack and all that. There we go. 6 lines, 14 seconds. Pretty typical for a lot of this level. Although the speed of the later opponents will probably demand a little bit more, so there is that to keep in mind. Oh, that timing looked phenomenal. Like it was basically an exact attack right when the opponent was least ready for it. It's very hard for me to time an attack better than that, dude. Okay. Is that good enough? No, it's not. I think this does give me time to do is pull up my notes and grab some potential shorts for the YouTube Shorts God. Alright, that's fine. Like in the 430s, heading into the cave on this level, I actually feel pretty good about that. With 3 stages to go, that does put this in like a low 6-minute territory. Alright, is that enough for you? As long as everything falls, this should be fine. Oh, Oh, stop chaining. I don't need you wasting that much time. Okay. Okay. See how much lower the later opponents will go due to their increased speed? So, gotta be prepared to send 8-9 lines of garbage to these foes. So, that will probably require bigger chains. And as that falls, you will not have any time after that. Just keep them topped off, and eventually they will run out of time. Does get easier said than done in these later levels for sure. Unironically, I think this normal mode has a very good shot of finishing under 630. Alright, is that any good? Oh, you're down stacking. Wasn't even going for that garbage clear. That was just flattening the stack. Oh well.
Beautiful.
Oh well, 631 for a normal run when the record is 555 is pretty on point, if I do say so myself. Hearing some activity at the front door. I'm wondering if we're actually getting trick-or-treaters.
Beautiful.
I'll find out later, I guess. Oh, I've seen this stage before. I don't know if it's a good stage, but I've definitely seen it. That might be a problem. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. If I got each of these stages done in 15 seconds, I would have a hard mode time of around 648. And 640 hard mode, it might be able to tell from my own personal splits, would go pretty far towards getting me an overall personal best in this level. Oh, in this category. Really? Well, that might ruin some of those chances. Really? A lag chain? Can we not? Okay. Oh well. Oh well, if I don't have too many more of those stages and I can rattle off some pretty quick ones, then I should still have a shot of finishing this part off in under 7 minutes, although the way that one came down, that's probably going to put that out the window. But considering the lead I have built up on normal mode, I have a little time to play with here. He says as he stares at a 7:15 V hard time. Right, let's see if this can work. And that is good. There we go. 6 lines, 13 seconds. That's more like it. I could use a lot more like that, dude.
Dude!
Never figure out the best ways to start these off. Oh wow, you were really low. That was never going to work how I wanted it, because Because I'm generally very prepared for these opponents going to row 5 or row 4. Sometimes I'm good for garbage to cover them up to row 3, but if they go down to row 2, well, that might be asking for a little bit too much. There we go. There we go. Yeah. When you get to the top of the stack at versus level 6 that this mode is playing on, these opponents don't get a lot of time to react at all. And they're not one to make too many chains either. So level 6 gives these opponents 40 frames, 2/3 of a second once their stack reaches the top. Again, with how little these opponents will combo and chain, they are not long for the world. Once that becomes a thing. So pretty creative 6 combos during that, if I must say. We talk about 8 and 9 combos, how useful they are, but 6 combos might be easier to find than even the 5 or 4 combo. So might want to make more use of those, dude. See, does that work for you? There we go. There we go. I will gladly take that. Eating a late stage in 13 seconds is always pleasure. Huh? Let's see here. Let's see, is that gonna be rewarded? Fortunately, these later opponents will raise their stack, so you don't have to send as much garbage in order to win. Something easy I can forget after not playing this level for so long. Alright, you like that? Yeah, you're I don't know what you thought you were gonna try to get, but no. That's gonna be a big fat nope from me on your odds of getting through that. Okay. This should be fun. Let's hope I've done enough. Oh, those pillars look like they're gonna hold pretty well. Well, they were gonna be a bit stronger pillars. Okay. Okay, I have not seen... Wow, Bowser did not give me a window that entire time.
Okay.
Sheesh. Alright. Alright. Some form of respect needs to be given to Bowser there. By the way, per the category rules, I have to wait for the game to fade to white and then start fading to black as a tell that the
Beautiful.
level is actually complete. Now for the V-hard portion of the program. These opponents will actually maintain the speed to get just a little bit more feisty. This is a little bit more than what I'm used to seeing from Lakitu here, but definitely not unheard of. Lakitu being super uncooperative with not raising his stack at the beginning anyway tends to require a bit more than the rest of these opponents. Okay, that's fine.
Huh?
Of course you're gonna get to that. So I will not be surprised to see this V-hard portion run over 9 minutes. If I continue to get garbage clears like this. Quite frankly, I just need to send whatever I can find as soon as I can find it. That's neat. And these opponents are getting to downstacking, and of course, I sent 7 lines when I needed 8. I have a really big knack of doing that. I dubbed myself the 6-line champion for how often I will get 1 line short on these stages. That was definitely wrong. You good? No, we're not. Okay. I thought you were gonna run out of time there. Well, dudes, that is why you warm up.
Dude!
It's really hard to just... It gets really hard, especially at my advanced level, to just pick up and... play these games. Really? Alright. 20 seconds is fine on a stage. 20-second average in V-hard would amount to about 7:48. Getting under 8 minutes in this level is a very, very tall endeavor. Wow. Go ahead and clear that. Use... Okay, game. Thanks for giving him a rechain. Can we not? These foes do not ever learn how to chain off of the transformed garbage, so any chains they get like this are pure luck, pure happenstance, pure coincidence, because these foes don't know no better. So that will certainly make me very annoyed whenever that happens, and that was kind of a tricky situation to play around. Lungefish was clearly about to raise their stack after reloading. And they were fast enough to get to the garbage clears they wanted anyway. Alright, with that 9 with a 4, that's going to add 3 more lines I can quickly knock down, and as soon as Raph stops making these random matches, he will run out of time. So, 6 minutes entering the Cave of Wickedness. Not a good time by my standards. But I suppose that reaching the 30-minute goal is still possible. It helps that these opponents are fairly aggressive. So you don't have to send as much all the time, but you better be ready to. You really better be ready to send a lot of garbage when these opponents get down that low, dude.
Dude!
Got plenty of potential teaching moments during this run. Might actually do well on YouTube. Let's see. That could be enough. Just gotta keep reloading garbage. Gotta keep resending. Can't give these opponents any sort of wiggle room, or they do have the potential to waste your time for a couple minutes. Alright, so this run's not going to finish under 30 minutes. I'm going to be lucky to finish Kamek off here under the .30-minute gun. Alright, how does that look for you? Oh, went for the red match, and that cost me the sub 30. Oh well. Oh well. To warm up in a random run and get to that close, that's fine. That is definitely fine. I always expect to be like a top 3 seed with how competitive the tournaments are. So my results in these qualifying sessions don't matter a whole lot. Really? You're still making the time to do this? Can we not? Can we not do this? It is a shame that these later opponents know how to chain. So that just means all of the potential for all the wasted time. Am I gonna get a combo trap here? No. But
Swing and a miss.
might as well have been. Ugh. You are barely under 10 minutes. Man, definitely a lot going wrong there. Definitely a lot not playing nice throughout that V-hard portion. Like, the normal run was like the one good segment out of the whole lot. The rest were just kind of mid. So, so that in mind, I can fit in maybe 2 more runs during the next segment. So let me go get stretched, make sure that I am sufficiently hydrated for the next hour or so, and I will be back with some more Tetris Attack runs with the qualifying for the 2026 Froggy Open to take place after the next segment. So Twitch dudes, I will see you in about 3 minutes. And one for Jenny and the Wimps on YouTube. Let me put on some music while I go stretch out. Air out my legs. Ow! Oh, I could definitely use some sort of massage right now, dudes.
Dude!
Oh, my legs have not been feeling right. I don't know if I overworked them in any like this. I haven't been walking on my treadmill as much as I normally do. I normally go for 30 minutes before work, 30 minutes after work. I'm cutting close for this show. I think I could have done it, but for whatever reason, my legs, my back of my thighs, hammies, as it were, have been completely sore, completely stiff. Not sure what it is I did to get them stiff, so I have a guess. I have a guess of what I did, dudes.
Dude!
Might be a case of the number ones or the number twos. Maybe squatting too hard during the number twos. That might be. I think I've heard that might be a sign of diabetes as well. I swear the more I talk about it, the more I'm gonna get egged to actually see a doctor about it, but finances are starting to get a little bit on the lean side. The reserves are starting to get a bit down, and it would take everything I've got in my bank account to get properly tested for all the things that are probably wrong with me. Oh! Something to ponder for another time. Alright, dudes, welcome back to the Friday Night Salt Mines, where I think I am doing a little bit of molding over Tetris Attack for the Super Nintendo. And well, Tetris Attack is doing some of its Tetris Attack things, but definitely feels better to not play a game that's going to stress me out as much as Pokemon Puzzle League has over the past couple of months. So, I do like taking things just a little bit easier here. So, let me do a hard reset on the console this time. And let's see if the game will play just a little bit better. Let's see. This new game Get the hydration ready. Need to drink it more, especially if I'm going to try and fit in 2 runs during this segment. And probably won't be able to at this point, but let's just see what I can do with this next run. Right now.
All right, saddle up. Let's do this.
Oh, I've seen this stage before, but I can never remember the best thing to do on it. How about those apples?
What the hell?
Yeah, right as I dropped that. And the 2 chain in the second tier? Oh, that is incredibly rude. Crying out loud. Ugh. I need more. I could.
Like
what am I doing?
Mouse.
I could definitely use more low lights on the YouTube channel. Got too many clips of successes in these games. Definitely use some more fails. I was kind of convinced for a long time that people were interested in watching me lose than watch me win. And maybe that was true back when I was winning all of the community tournaments. Well, I wonder how much of that is going to mellow down now that there has been a different winner of the Pokemon Puzzle League community tournaments for the first time in 4 years. I imagine the people have gotten a little bit numb to watching Yoshi win every single Tetris Attack tournament in FFR. Win every single Pokemon Puzzle League tournament. I swear the people will just never be satisfied. They want to see different people win, but they don't want to see the same two to three people win. It's a real damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Oh, please tell me this 8 combo will fix everything. Yeah, it didn't need it. Didn't matter. It didn't matter what I did there. I was always getting the win. There's a funny hashtag, funny meme hashtag within the community. It's hashtag Bop Cards. people do get kicks out of watching me suffer. They don't do near as much bop FFRs or bop Yoshis. But no, Cards is the one that needs to get bopped. Like, not that it made a whole bunch of difference to me at first, but no. Did start to get grating after a while. Okay. Now for the cave. This might still... be a run that fails to finish under 6:30. It'll be close. It'll be close. Everyone hates on Sakurai. Yeah, Sakurai can't be... Sakurai can't possibly be... overseeing can't be micromanaging every single decision that gets made about Smash. Don't remember just how much hate there is overall. I mean...
Oh my god, fail.
I mean, Smash is pretty much a party game. And probably should be treated as such, because what self-respecting competitive fighting game would ever seriously consider tripping as a mechanic? Like, Nintendo themselves have really not cared about Smash as a serious competitive game, so... the Smash community as a whole that is getting butthurt, that does get butthurt over it, probably needs to stop it and get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
That said, though, I think the prizing of some of those tournaments has really led to a lot of that vitriol. There are definitely communities with prize pools where it does not get ultra competitive. Like classic Tetris. I've been like heavily inspired by the numerous classic Tetris tournaments that have permeated the scene over the past several years. Even those don't get incredibly toxic. Like, Smash will get incredibly toxic. People will literally motivate others to end their own lives over it. that gets sad for me. Game's just not that important, dude.
Dude!
Ah. Garbage clear right as everything fell. Once again, my timing on these attacks is off. What? Okay, what am I doing here? Can I get this over timely? Yeah, sure. Definitely had an idea of a 5 chain for that, and it sure looks like I need it. Death threats over playing Minecraft Steve. Like, imagine wanting someone to game over.
I don't think so, Tim.
Over playing a character you don't like in a video game. Like, the hell are we doing?
What?
What are we doing with our lives? We're putting the games we play at such an important set that you literally cannot live with someone playing a certain way. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I hope to never be in the position where I'll get it. Yeah, that attack was not the best of timed. Oh. Again, these opponents are not capable of learning how to align panels for transformed garbage. They never learn how to chain off the garbage, so every time they do get it, it's just a little bit of an extra needle. Yeah, any anger we tried to put into the game is just directed to the game. I don't think even the PvP side of things gets that kind of sweaty. Maybe it's cousin. Panel attack, you still get the same 2 or 3 players that would win every time they played. Oof, this normal run's not gonna finish under 7 minutes. Oh! Something happened to my play in the last 15 minutes. Everything overall is just suffering. Really? Okay.
Oh my god, fail.
It's funny. Like, I've had personal best runs where I've been like distracted from overthinking about the game, and then I've had times, especially in tournament matches, where I've been able to get some of my best results just from being locked in.
There may be some hope for you yet. Maybe.
Always funny how that goes. That sent some of that just a little bit early. Restarted the chain a little bit early. I'm not sure that actually lost any time though. I've actually saved some time as Lakitu got to a garbage clear. Oh, I've seen this before. Maybe I remembered something about that stage. I don't know. I don't know. When you reset these attempts full stop, like I have over the years, you do get a sense of deja vu for some of these stages. You start to see some of the same stages. And yes, if you played enough, you could actually memorize them. Imagine if that was Yoshi's secret the entire time. Just from playing these stages so many times. And he's memorized them all. That would be wild. Especially when these stages are generated one panel at a time. There are no set layouts. That's never gonna work. Alright, whatever. I mean, I suppose if you had a much better photographic memory than the average person, you would be able to detect these stages a lot easier. Be able to catch on to the patterns much more reliably than everyone else. No, my photographic memory is not that good. I did manage to catch on to some patterns about 10 years ago. And that did lead me to some real-time RNG manipulation. Not that it has gotten me much of anywhere. I'm not sure what my brain thought I was gonna get out of that. Oh, there we go. Timing was pretty good. But let's be real, there'd be a lot more productive things you could do with such a with such a skill than to play this old ass game. It's a nice what if. But how would we incentivize someone to act on that what if? I don't know, I'm just getting a lot more sentimental, more nostalgic at my relatively high level. Really is getting me thinking about a life beyond Puzzle League. Nice to see that Kawhi Leonard laughs at sneezes. Like, yeah, I believe in Japan time, it would have been like 4 days ago, or 4 days ago, that the original Panepon turned 30. So yeah, dudes. Dude, I'm old. Kind of no point in denying it anymore. If you like these games, you're kind of a boomer. And Bowser here is just going boom.
Oh my god.
Because this is gonna be really loud.
Kaboom!
Alright. So if I were to finish this run, entire category under 30 minutes, I would need a time around 7:30. Which is definitely...
There may be some hope for you yet. Maybe.
Oh man, would 7:30 be such a hard time to get. Is that gonna work for you? How many more 6 combos do I need to send? There we go. That's fine. Yes, new Animal Crossing update from 2016! Or are we talking about New Horizons or whatever the new Switch version is? Oh, that smell! Oh, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, Bumpty, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but there's a reason you were not featured in the Game Boy version. Alright, we good? That should be good. Nice. Well, so that would be why I haven't heard anything about it. So, not that I'm gonna rush to get a Switch 2 anytime soon. I've barely played my Switch 1. I still may never get back in on that. So I've barely touched my 3DS since I did my Animal Crossing Puzzle League runs. That had been like 2018, I think it was. Barely done anything with my 3DS since then. So I just can't I can't see myself getting another Animal Crossing game or put much more time into the ones I've got. I mean, I'm spending my free time nowadays playing Uma Musume. Because I've been strong on trying to scratch that Monster Rancher itch. Alright, let's see if that 7 chain's enough for you. That's not gonna lead to a win right away. But Raph should not have time for anything else after this. There we go. That is certainly fine. Oh boy, the bots have found a new viewer website to shill. Gonna have to ban that term too. Crying out loud. Oh, please let that be enough. Dang it. Oh yeah, yeah. I've had to ban certain phrases to keep the bots from posting. The latest wave I had managed to hold off with the keyword filtering. Found a new keyword. Also, this V-Hard segment's kind of fire. Kind of trying to make me think that I have some sort of chance. Is that enough? Not quite. But Kamek should not have time for anything else here. Okay. Okay. There actually is a world in which this entire category finishes under 30 minutes. Like a 15-second Bowser would do it. That's pretty neat. Let's go for it. And got him.
Swing and a miss.
The hell we doing, game?
What the hell?
Okay. Oh, that's silly. How does that finish under 30 minutes? Get out of here, dude.
Dude!
Oh, what a riot. What a riot that is. Oh, 729 V hard. Oof. Nice to know I still got something. Nice to know I still got it, baby! So if I can channel that, I can basically get whatever time I care for. Whatever time I'm willing to tolerate is the time I'm generally gonna be able to get. Let's see here. Looking at the clock. Just looking at the clock here. Oh, my controller came right over here at my captions. I've moved them there for a while because things were like too busy over here. Kind of made things awkward when flipping shorts. Because whenever I had the controller cam over in this area, it would get cut off when trying to make a vertical clip. So I moved it away because the shorts viewers don't need to see that. So it's like the portion of my face that the vertical dudes would see be like this, something like this much probably, like right around here ish, like this much, and my cam would barely be like right here or right here, and yeah, part of it would be cut off. This doesn't look right for the YouTubes. You know, I got several potential clips to look at tonight for the YouTubes. That could get me potentially set for a week. I'm actually staggering the shorts out even more. I'm just doing 3 days a week now. Because if I went back to daily shorts, I would run out. Curious, I haven't looked at this in a minute. I would run out of shorts by... Which do I have? I would run out in 5 weeks. I would run out in 5 weeks if I did daily shorts and just stop streaming altogether. But by spreading them out to 3 days a week, I've got content for the YouTube Shorts algorithm for the next 4 months. No, 3 months. Right? Yeah. That's that number. Yeah, it'd be like 3 months. So, gotta have some sort of consistency to make it work on YouTube, and hopefully that means one day I can get back to making proper videos, which considering the little break I'm taking from 3 days a week streams should give me an opportunity to actually get to the videos, the more long-form videos that I want to make. maybe I can finally teach people how to play this game. So we can get more people to get involved. That's the biggest thing missing. We're missing resources on how to play these games because the base games can only do so much. But yeah, like forget doing consistent streams because shout outs to the dudes that are watching on YouTube, on Twitch, on Rumble, on Kick, because there aren't very many of you. I'm afraid. But I'm afraid that there aren't too many of you. So to the dudes that are sticking around and watching, it is very much appreciated. Okay, well I did enough yapping to basically keep myself from doing another full run before the next break, so I will go ahead and let Twitch pay some bills, and then on the other side of this break I will begin qualifying for the Tetris Attack 2026 Froggy Open. So you'll get to see how the tournament qualifying works for our community events on the other side of this break. Be right back, dudes. And one for Jenny and the Wimps on YouTube. Music up. Get my... Alright, there we go. When was the last time when was the last time a person has sent a message on Kick? think a Mario fan you may have seen here a few times will bounce around between YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. They took a look over on Kick a while back during my grind, but as far as an original Kick viewer, I may have gotten like 2 people maybe to comment. Or maybe that was Rumble, I don't know, but yeah, unfortunately the Kick and Rumble streams haven't done anything for me. But I'm not sure how much it's actually hurting. Because if I wasn't going to break out on Kick and Rumble, then I wasn't going to make anything out of those platforms anyway. Oh, gotta get up. Gotta get going. I stretch. Get up. Gotta get going. Gotta stretch these legs of mine. Oh. Oh yeah. I cannot let these legs get stale like this. Oh. Ooh. Alright, let's get back into this. Hey, Mario fan, what's up, dude? Happy Halloween to everyone that is tuning in on YouTube, on Twitch, on Rumble, on Kick. Welcome back, dudes, to the Friday Night Salt Mines where there's been a varying amount of molding over Tetris Attack for the Super Nintendo through a couple of warm-up runs of the easy to V hard category. The time range has varied by a couple minutes, so we'll see what that means for the qualifying that I'm about to do for the TA 2026 Froggy Open. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to wander over to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Discord server, into the tournament qualifying chat channel. I'm going to announce that I will qualify. So now that I've announced my intent to qualify, I have 2 hours to finish this run, make as much progress as I can during it, and post a link to said run when I am done. So, with that in mind, let's give this a nice hard reset, because that ended up being pretty good luck for my last practice run. And with that, we'll start with easy and go on up down the line. And whatever progress I make during those 30 minutes, I will get credit for. So if I finish the whole run in 30 minutes, great. If I don't, then I will at least get credit for the stages that I finish in V-Hard before the 30 minutes are done. So with all that understanding out of the way, let's go ahead and get this first qualifying run started of the TA 2026 Froggy Open. My first, it's a second overall. Let's get this started right now.
All right, saddle up. Let's do this.
No takebacks. That was a little bit short, but perhaps it prompted Lakitu to make that match instead of the one to try and clear the garbage. So that first stage will do just fine. Also, I need more reminders to hydrate. Getting bad about hydrating again. Ah, okay. Okay, that timing was always going to be a bit suspect. These early opponents, they have a little bit of a known tendency to them. Kind of have an idea of how they operate, so there are ideal times to send attacks, but good luck trying to calculate all that in real time. So, I'm just going to send these attacks as fast as I can. However I can get them. We good? No. Well,
That's
probably not.
No good.
Oh. Okay, Wiggler started to do something, made a match, and then just froze. Yeah, these foes weird. Yeah, I'm trying to get to a point where I can close to 12 half-liter bottles of water every day. I think nowadays I'm practically reaching like 10 on a good day. Swear I've had way too many doctors tell me that I don't drink enough water, and certainly not drinking water leads to a whole host of issues. So, when in doubt, drink it out. But drink water responsibly, of course, because even water you can get too much of a good thing. Although you practically have to be trying to self-delete in order to pull that off. Okay, so for this easy run, I would like to be into the Cave of Wickedness at under 5 minutes. That certainly would have been possible if I had executed just a little bit better. Oh, this is fine. That's fine. I know, right? You forget just how delicate your electrolyte balance is. You kind of need some positively charged energy in order to not feel like absolute crud throughout the day. I don't know. Maybe there is a point where I'm drinking too much water. I don't know. Maybe I should start investing in some mineral water. Who knows? One thing I will certainly invest in here is a good end to this run. You're gonna get to that. This is probably gonna be a 6:15. It's gonna be whatever.
Beautiful!
That's whatever by my standards. It's fine. It is fine. One thing to point out, the reset point, where you can actually reset the game between levels,
Beautiful!
is a bit hard to see on the CRT television that I've got. So I have to be mindful that I don't press the reset buttons too fast. I mean, the game has to fade to white and then start to fade to black before I can reset. Let's try this. Why did you went for that and you didn't go right for the purple match? What's the color order again? There is a definite order that these foes will prioritize matches. They went for the combo instead of the garbage clear. I don't know what all causes that. Ah, that's gonna waste a little bit more time. Oh well. Oh well. I will say, I definitely don't, I definitely don't, fault anyone for not having the CRT space. Because the one I've got on my desk takes up like a third of it. And there's not a whole lot of room for anything else. It's a bit unfortunate that I don't have a great amount of leeway underneath my desk to host my computer, because I've got that on my desk as well. I've got my CRT that I'm looking at on the front corner, and then in the back I've got my computer right next to my window. Really do not have that much room for anything else. It's a miracle I can even fit my two monitors, my two primary monitors that I even have on my desk. In fact, I've got two monitors to my left over in this area, and then to my right I have a third monitor, which is just a cheap LCD TV screen. And I can actually plug HDMI, and I'm using that to monitor chat. Monitor all the chats. And again, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch and Rumble and Kick, so I've got 4 different chat rooms to look at. Ooh, a 9 combo with that. That's fancy. Oh, just wait, just twist the needle, twist the blade in further, why don't you? Crying out loud, game. Well, this is a fine cave entry for normal mode. I would like to be under 430, but 445 is certainly not that awful. That was a little bit overkill, I think. Then again, it just happened to be the right amount of garbage. Oh, why is the Rumble logo not showing? Maybe I moved it. I might have moved the graphics somewhere, some point. Good catch. That's why I need dudes here to tell me when things are screwing up like that. Let's see, I got some time here. Where is the... Well, it's supposed to be showing. Why is it not showing? Why is it not highlighting when my stream goes into it? I have a little... I do a little rotation. I automate a rotation of the graphics.
Beautiful.
Between Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Rumble. Like I'm supposed to, like, I'm automating like manual switches. It's supposed to bring up the Rumble logo whenever the Rumble chat's on screen.
Beautiful.
But for whatever reason, it's not set currently to show the Rumble logo. Weird. Oh, there's no way that's right. Oof. That was a bit of a stumble to the finish. Yeah, I'll have to check that later, why the Rumble logo is not appearing. I have an automated plugin for my broadcast software that's supposed to manually update all that. I probably just didn't choose that file when I updated the... I transferred all of my software to the new computer. And I dare not try to open up that plugin during the stream, because the stream has a habit of crashing whenever I open up the back end of my OBS. It's a plugin that has a lot of if-then statements. I'll say that. Like, if you're on this scene, do this. If this thing is showing, do this.
Dude.
So a lot of those. Is that enough? Okay. That actually saved a little transformation time. So should get there sooner. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Like, all in all, this hard part is fine so far. The rest of this run has actually been kind of fire. You're not getting that blue in time, so you're gonna flatten that. Not even gonna take the time to flatten that. You got pillars. You got like pillars of 2 columns holding that up. You're not gonna flatten that down anytime soon. Not even at this level. These opponents are a bit too slow for that. That took too long. I definitely did not need to take that long, and wow. Sheesh. Okay, I was not prepared for that. Hardly any reasonable runner would, because who expects an opponent to go down to row 2? Seriously. That was asking for a lot. Alright, let's give that a shot. And that'll be fine. That's fine. Any stage under 15 seconds, I will gladly take it, dude.
Dude!
I'll gladly take those. So one of the things I'm hoping to do during my somewhat extended break is finally update all of my ideas for video clips to play on the to react to the captions. I got a little video that plays every time I say dude.
Dude?
Got a video that plays every time I do a laugh, but that's on like a 10-minute cooldown because it's super disruptive. Although it probably wouldn't, it'd probably trigger now if I did some sort of laugh like right now. Maybe my captions would detect it, like a or not. Oh yeah, there's a separate little widget that and it's called in the biz that shows the view counts. Yeah, like whenever the Rumble thing is supposed to show, I'm literally just pointing to an image. Or at least I'm supposed to be. I probably just didn't choose the file correctly, or I haven't updated the link. That's also a possibility. Again, I've been like through so many computer upgrades and fixes this year. Certainly the chance that something got lost in translation. Really, Kamek? You really had time for that? Can we not? Can we not go through that song and dance and say that we did? Really? This hard segment's gonna absolutely muck me over? Crying out loud. Like, easy was fine, normal was pretty good, and this hard would have been pretty good too. How about those apples? Yeah.
Oh my god, fail.
Alright, the combo spamming at the end cleaned that up. But that does make this final prospect a little bit harrowing. I have to get a time. What am I looking at here? Let's see.
Like a boss.
What time am I looking to get? It might be under... It might be close to 8 minutes. Alright, maybe I need that. And that will... Okay, that will cut on the transformation time, so... That part helps. What time am I needing? Like an 8:09? 8:08 probably? I'm gonna get this all in. Under 30? Because that's the goal. if you are just tuning in. I'm trying to finish this entire category in under 30 minutes. So with being 6 seconds behind entering V-Hard, like just getting a 7:15 would get me a 29:08-ish. Alright, let's see if that works. Did that cleanup work? No. Alright, 22 seconds is fine. If I average 20 seconds a stage in this segment, I would get a 7:48. And that would be enough. In my last warm-up run before I started this qualifying was a 7:29 on the V-Hard, so I'm definitely capable of a good enough time with how I just played V-Hard going into this. Although the last V-Hard before that was a 9:56. So you just can never tell with this game. Well, let's see if that's enough. Alright, the combos are definitely enough, and that will be a 17. Okay. Okay, like there's been, I think there was like that 1:22 second stage early on, the rest have been like 17 and below. This run has been kind of moving. I wanted to get that to red instead, but oh well. Whew. Yeah. Wow, this V-Hard really has been moving. Of course, none of it matters until I get to the cave, where the opponents will actually learn how to make chains. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, wow. I interrupted the stack raise, and then the game resumed the stack raise, and Lunchfish was completely out of position. Wow. That does not happen very often, dude.
Dude!
Oh, is that enough? No, down to row 2 and Raph still had an answer. That's not bad, because Raph should not have much time for anything else. I say as he gets to another garbage clear, that's fine. That's been the longest stage of this run so far. Yeah, this V-Hard is definitely going well enough that I have a little bit of playtime to work around. I do enough here? No, what do you mean I didn't do enough? Okay, will you have time for anything else after this? Well, you will if you get a second tier chain extension. Oh, what do you mean? Come on. Now is not the time. It's also not the time to play this combos only, but that's the... And I've been dealing myself with. Really? Why? I did something wrong to play the stage like this. What was it? How are you still not topped off? This is actually ridiculous. Finally, but God, that cost me everything. Ah!
Huh?
How? How did I do that? How did that happen? Crying out loud. This will be a redo. For the sake of posterity, I must know when I beat this piranha plant. 2934. So that's probably going to be the time that I end up getting through forward progress. Stage 10, 2934. Remember those times for later and see if those are accurate, because there are a few other things that I have to check in order to properly validate the run. Alright, is that good? You like that? Okay, you should have nothing left after that. And boom.
Shield your ears, because this is going to be really loud.
Kaboom!
Hey, Ron, what's up, dude?
Dude?
This is like my first practice run tonight. Not the last one. It's fine though, like this forward progress should still give me a top 3 seed either way. I might as well just keep it going until you finish your chain, a la Pokemon Puzzle League. Alright, see what those extra lines do for you. You still got time. Fortunately, I still have space.
Swing and a miss.
Space!
Thank you, Tim Curry. Ugh. Alright. That certainly didn't go as planned, but we'll go to the tape and see where it is that this run finished, and see if this run did finish validly. Because if I reset early between levels, that is a 1-minute penalty for each instance. So I have to be sure to avoid all that. Let's see. I have... have the window capture where I want it. I more or less do. So let's attempt to take a look together, shall we? I can adjust this a little bit bigger. Bit of space here. Press it on my end so that it's bigger for your end. I will highlight this appropriately. So let's start this where? Let's see here. Let's see here. So I think I want to start it here. Start the highlight here. Yes. So the timer probably should be starting at the right time. Okay, that's probably not... There's probably no discrepancy there on the start of the timer. So then I would just fast forward to the end of the easy level. Now to see if I reset early. Again, I have to fully fade to white before I start to fade to black. So all of the graphics need to disappear. The in-game graphics did disappear, so that works for easy. At least the normal start was fine. Normal is good. Now for this train wreck of a hard. And this... all the graphics have disappeared, so that is a valid reset. Now to see where it was that Piranha Plant actually lost their time. It was like 0.7-ish on my timer. Just waiting for the cursor to disappear. 0.8. So no cursor on the right. Yoshi's dancing 2934.8. So we'll cut off the tenths and the count as a 2934 through stage 10. Really should have my cursor showing, so that way I can like point out to what to talking about here. So that out of the way. Go ahead and finish this out. Alright, that's probably a good closing point for that. So that I will publish this highlight. And will the video preview even show up at all in this view? Probably not, but I will copy the video link and then paste that into Discord for my assistant organizer Beefin to look at. Give me a moment. Go to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Discord server. I will go to qualifying report scores. We'll report this score. That is done. I have reported my first qualifying score. With that, I am now free to start my second run. And for my own pride, I will not let that first result stand. So I will give this another try. After I hydrate. So maybe some bottle crushing ASMRs in order to clean out some space.
Space!
May need a bigger cooldown on that. Anyway. Alright, dudes. That's one qualifying rundown. Now to make my intentions known. That I am going to do another run. So I have reported in community server. I am ready to qualify again. So I will do a reset here and try again. And please, if you do this yourself, make sure you do not actually report that you're ready to start until you're actually ready to start. Don't report that you're ready to start and then warm up for 30 minutes. I want to call that the FFR Pro rule. Either that or actually report your first run before you start your second. That's also an FFR Pro rule. He tends to not to ignore both of those. Oh well. Not gonna worry about that now. Let's get this next run going. Right now.
All right, saddle up. Let's do this.
Let's see. How do I do this? That got a little less unpleasant than I was expecting it to be. I was kind of worried about some color conflicts from going for from the 6 to the 4 combo to start that chain. Unlike Pokemon Puzzle League, where you want to start with 4 combos for days, here you're just looking to stack garbage, so you do not want to start with 4 combos for days. You do not want to send more than 1 4 combo during a chain. Start with a 6. Make another 6. There we go. Something like that. Just time it a little better. And that stacks pretty nicely. 16 seconds with the garbage clear. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Now I'll have to do, I guess. Okay, that's 14. There we go. Anytime under 15 seconds you can get on easy mode is definitely a time to cherish, because those are not easy to get by any stretch. That is definitely wrong. Sure. Of course you got to that in time. Rude. At least you'll plop and immediately run out of time. These foes are slow. It hurts that this plays at speed level 2. These foes are slow enough that it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, by and large, if you're decently fast, these easy stages will end in like 16 to 20 seconds. I don't know, unlike Pokemon Puzzle League, I feel like there might have been some more playtesting with this game to show that level 1 was just too slow. I'm personally a fan of the 2, 4, 6 system. It's a much more pleasant curve to play than like 1, 2, 4 or like 1, 3, 5. I think I would rather play 1, 3, 5 than the 1, 2, 4 setup that Pokemon Puzzle League uses. And I say this as someone that grew up with Pokemon Puzzle League. Okay. That took a little too long to reach. Boy, did I need this extra. Alright, that's fine. I think 1, 4, 8 could have worked. I think 8, though, you pick for the secret hard level. So maybe 1, 3, 6, 8? Would have been a fine ordering. Just spitballing. If I were to do
Beautiful.
redo this and remaster this myself, it would be an option.
Huh?
Wonder how many people have thought about trying to remaster
Beautiful.
this engine in their own vision. I can probably come up with people that have tried to remaster Pokemon Puzzle League, but I don't know how many would try to redo this. I always go for this, but I never... Can't tell if it makes sense. Yeah, that time I didn't send enough lines. So maybe it's not quite right for this level. I don't know, I don't know, it feels like Panel has kind of lived its course. Like, there was some opportunity to strike in 2016 when the Animal Crossing game had it. Now I just think it's too irrelevant. Even when the Switch update for Animal Crossing goes through. Just think the franchise is too far into obscurity now. Probably explains why you can't get more dudes to watch. Oh, let's see here. That is wow. None of that was what I wanted. Oof. That was a mess. Oh, I did not need that 2-chain. Not that it mattered, because I had enough garbage coming down anyway. Yeah, if Nintendo had anything planned for the 30th anniversary, this would have been the time to announce something or shadow drop something. Like, maybe the Animal Crossing thing was the drop. I don't know. Like, it's only getting the nod in Animal Crossing because the series is turning 30. I do hope they do more with it, because there's definitely there's definitely a formula that can be balanced into something amazingly competitive. Like, there's a hyper competitive scene that can come from making a game in this engine. Needs more of a win condition, though. I think the thing that frustrates players the most about these games is that you can't really win in this game. There's no so much winning in this mode as there is forcing your opponent to lose. So if there was some like alternate condition that could force a few wins every once in a while, then I think people would be able to get a little less discouraged. Like some quota. There's gotta be like some quota system they can put in. Like maybe some like score win con. I think of like Magical Drop. Not too familiar with the series, but there is a win condition that doesn't require forcing your opponent's board all the way to their bottom, to their starting point. There's like some scoring mode you can do alternatively. It manages to keep games from running too long. Really? Don't get up there. Okay, that'll work out.
Beautiful.
Okay, 640 something is fine. I guess being within a minute of the current record is fine. I would say if I hosted in-person
Beautiful.
versus tournaments again, I would make them time attack. Because the garbage battle is too wild in variance. Like, I would rather have set 2-minute battles than battles that could take anywhere from 15 seconds to 15 minutes. I've seen that pattern a whole bunch of times before, and I always go for some variation of that. I guess that works here. I wonder how well it would scale to V-hard. Or maybe that's just it scaling to hard mode. I can never remember. Oh, that's not quite gonna work. Okay, that's fine. Now there is a kind of a concept of that. I think someone has tried to develop some form of panel 99. kind of have to be hardcore into the Japanese scene to be familiar with it, though. There is a client that Japanese players used to, at least used to use at some point. It was called Panepon Motoki. It's gotten updates in like the last 2 years. But hardly anyone uses it for much of anything these days. Trying not to do anything that crazy, and I did end up doing something that kind of crazy. Okay. I think one of the videos I should make when I get around to like full-time content creation, if I can ever get to that point. And one of the videos I should eventually make is compiling all of the different clones of the series that this game that exists, because I've definitely played some weird ones. Anyone that has been watching this channel for a long time has seen me play some Touhou Puzzle League. They've seen me play a Puzzle League game based off of Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha? Game that's based specifically on the Nanoha A's storyline. I used to have access to like a couple of others, but I've lost those in various computer reformats. That's like 3 computers ago. I had access to some of them. There are definitely a few clones of this engine worth trying to compile. That are worth showcasing in a video. Fortunately, I have preserved them. I have preserved Touhou Puzzle League. I have preserved the Nanoha game. It's all on the speedrun leaderboards I have set up for those games. I've kept the files on those leaderboards. Like, you could find them in a few other places. Like, there are plenty of websites that host Touhou fan games where you can like find a bunch of those types of games. I'm trying to think of the website that I originally found those on. I think it was Moria Shrine. I think it's like one of the more popular Touhou fan game sites. Like, there are a bunch of weird anime-based fan games on sites like that. If you're willing to risk a virus, then there are actually some fun ones to check out. Okay, please let that be good. Please reward me for that. Okay, you're not getting that 4-chain. And stop.
Beautiful.
Really? You're making a 3 chain off of that? Can we not?
Beautiful!
Crying out loud, Bowser. What are we doing? Okay. This is fine. Now for the V-hard part.
Beautiful!
The V-hard part, I just need like an 837. Which is definitely doable. In fact, I would almost expect to PB the entire category from here. Oh, let's see. There's certainly weirder things that have happened in this game. Like, I did have a 956 V-hard earlier. So I'm not gonna put past this game to produce any kind of result. Alright, I'm just like spamming all the combos I can find within this 3 chain. And that will do just fine. There we go. Yeah, if you want to play V-hard at the highest level with our competitions, you gotta be ready to hit like sub 830 V-hard times on the regular. No, I didn't get that down in time. Now freaking Wiggler's gonna waste my everything. The hell are we doing?
What the hell?
Come on. Alright. As long as that's the only one. As long as that is the only one, I could actually still PB as a whole from here. How does that look? Nice. Yeah, the line up the ghost match from the upcoming row. Oh, that one bites. These opponents aren't usually able to look for that. Ooh. Wait! Ah, okay, that's fine. Oh, I haven't done enough! Okay, I need this 8 combo and then probably a little bit more. That's a bummer. That's fine. I can still hit 830 from here. About 4-minute first half. I've certainly PB'd off worse. Oh, that's a very early raise from Lungefish. Did I actually time this right? No. No, you always had that yellow match. That's fine. 20 seconds, that's fine. These opponents get to be a bit fast. They will waste a whole lot of time at this point. Didn't I just see this stage earlier? This feels familiar. That specific formation feels very familiar to me. Okay. Can we not? Can we not do this and say that you did just for your own ego? Sheesh. Oh well. Oh well. I should be improving on my previous result as long as I don't get another 2-minute hook bill. And got him! Ooh, that was close. That's certainly not a 2-minute hook bill, dude.
Dude!
Okay. Okay, that is fine. Like, I think I should nail it from here. Let's see what the game has to say about that. Well, that sure looks good. Nice! There we go. That's nice. Very nice. Already a near minute and a half improvement on the previous session. So how about a finish? That's got a shot to resolve itself eventually. Boom. Okay. Okay, Bowser. We do not need you to be a boss. And this completion will be mine. Well, there's a good 9 combo to be had here. Nine to combo into a 5. Oh, you're not doing. Yeah, you weren't doing much. Oh, wait, that little extra match up there might have saved me a lot of grief. Don't do that now. Wait, what do you have time for? Nothing.
Swing and a miss.
Not bad. Not bad. That was a pretty good cave section, I must say. Under 3 minutes on the cave section will certainly lock it in. There we go. That's better. Alright. Alright. Nice to know that I've still got it a little bit. It's always comforting. So as soon as I validate that, that will get highlighted and we can all be on our merry way. So I want this view. So then... let's see, when did this start? Let's see. I want to start here. Here. Alright. I want to start it there. Okay. Now to check if the timer... now to check if the timer started competently. That part looks fine. Now to scroll to the end of the easy run. Check for the full fade to white. Check for the fade to black to start, and there it is. That one's clear. Now for the end of the normal run. Again, just watching for the full fade to white before it fades to black. If there's any bit of the stage graphics still on screen when I reset to black, then I incur a 1-minute penalty. I didn't see anything there. And doing so to submit to the leaderboard would completely invalidate the run. So there has to be some penalty for doing it wrong in qualifying. I need to go back and check that because I wasn't ready to observe. And there we go. If anything, I'm like slow to react to those reset points because it's not super clear on my CRT. So I'm usually like giving away a full second per run of this category whenever I do that. So from there, it's just a matter of confirming that this final time is reasonably accurate, and I am usually accurate to within 0.3 of a second. So let's see. And there we go. 2936.2. So, either way, it's done. Done. 2936. And Beefin and FFR would have opportunities to beat that, but I just expect it to complete this every time. So I will make sure to lock that in. Alright, so when does this end? I kind of want to... Alright, that will cover the entire run. So I will lock it in. A nice little complete 2936. Post the link in the Discord server. All right. That will take care of that. Now, this is fairly convenient on my end because the time is a little bit short, and really I did everything I set out to do today, so just go ahead and wrap it up from there. I do have one more stream planned for this week. It is me reviewing how I became the overall champion of the 2025 Pokemon Puzzle League season. So however, whatever I did to give the double thumbs up at the end and be the PPL 2025 champion, I will go through all of that video, all 4 hours of it, and review what it is I did right, FFR did wrong, what FFR did right, what I did wrong throughout all of that effectively 6 game set. We had 6 V-hard, we had 6 S-hard runs. So there is a lot of footage to review, and maybe I will be able to take away something from what the two of us did, and maybe you dudes will be able to take away something from what I'm seeing. So if you want to deepen your understanding of these games, Pokemon Puzzle League especially, then make sure you tune in tomorrow afternoon, where I will be taking a closer look at how everything worked out. And speaking of that, I kind of need to schedule the Grand Finals match upload to come out tomorrow morning, so that way all of you dudes can watch along with me to see how it happened. But that takes care of everything I wanted to do. Unfortunate pair coming in right at the end, and very unfortunate when that happens. Oh yeah, there's an infinite scroll glitch. One of my Tracy's did that, and I was kind of laughing my ass off, almost as much as I was at the very end. We'll get to see how all that broke down together. Maybe we'll actually learn something about the ISG this time. I don't know. But if you did like what you watched today, then by all means, if you're on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe for more of these streams, bang that notification bell for when I go live with those streams. There's definitely plenty of lead up time to each show, so if you get those notifications early, you shouldn't be missing too much. If you're on Twitch, follow for more of these runs. I can't remember what else you can do on Twitch besides follow, because they don't have any sort of like function on VODs, unfortunately. But yeah, same goes for Kick. You can follow me there if you manage to catch a stream on Kick and want to see more for some reason, I guess. You can also follow on Rumble and comment on the Rumble video if you did like. I think there's a like button on Rumble too. I can never remember, but But all the liking, commenting, subscribing, and following across all the platforms. If you want more of this, then you gotta engage with those mechanisms to see more of this. Otherwise, I could disappear from your feed and you wouldn't know it. Anyway, that takes care of the shilling for now. That's gonna do it for me for today. Until next time, everyone, be decent to each other. Later, dudes. I said later, dudes.
Dude!